nutritional supplement program and make some money at the same time. If you're interested in joining us in our weekly phone calls, my friend Dixie Sedgwick and I do weekly phone calls for mostly longevity products, but other topics as well. Last week we talked about autoimmunity. This week we're going to talk about ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, the latest fad or trend disease. The dial-in number is 605-562-3140, 605-562-3140. That's every Sunday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 605-562-3140. Participant access code 444-973-POUND, 444-973-POUND. And also, I want to encourage you to check out our YouTube videos. Health coach Amanda Rideout and I do YouTube videos on skincare and various subjects once a week. We did one on fucoidan and the Z radical. That should be up. I think that's already up. We did part 1 last week. We're going to do part 2 this week. You can send me an email, ben@ksco.com, and we'll put you on the list so you'll get notified every time a new video comes out. That's Ben at K for King, S for Sam, C for Cat, O for Oscar.com. Ben at ksco.com. Okay, so let's see. We're talking about this nitric oxide. Nitric oxide, you'll see supplements for nitric oxide support nutrients or nitric oxide supporting supplements everywhere. You find them, get them at GNC, you can get them on the internet, you can get them on Google, Amazon. Nitric oxide is a hormone-like substance. It's involved in wound healing. It's really got a major role to play in heart health and the circulatory system. It's a very volatile compound, similar to other nitrogen compounds. There's nitrogen compounds, many nitrogen compounds anyway, tend to be volatile. Ammonia, nitroglycerin, racing fuels. Slight digression. After our program last week, I got a letter from one of our clever Brightside listeners. I love our smart listeners. Forrest in West Virginia correctly pointed out that nitrogen itself is not explosive. I've been saying that nitrogen is explosive, and he's correct. Nitrogen itself is not explosive, but nitrogen's compounds, things that are compounds that contain nitrogen, especially nitrogen and oxygen together, are explosive. Nitrates, NO. That combination tends to be particularly explosive. Thank you, Forrest, for pointing that out. Appreciate it. Love our Brightside, our smart Brightside listeners. In any case, nitrogen does contain a lot of energy. It allows it to perform various functions. Nitrogen's a workhorse in the body, and nitric oxide, that's N, nitrogen, O, oxygen. That's it, NO, nitric oxide. One piece of nitrogen, one piece of oxygen is super functional, especially considering it's so ephemeral and so volatile. And such a simple little molecule. It's got all kinds of important biological roles to play in the body, especially, as I say, when it comes to the circulatory system and opening up blood vessels, relieving hypertension. Nitric oxide is a gas. It actually can be a pollutant in the environment as a byproduct of internal combustion engines, and a byproduct of industrial processes. It's also produced in lightning storms. But inside the body, that's a totally different story. Inside the body, it's not a toxic gas. It's a magical breeze, a magical wind that is especially important for how blood moves around the body. It relaxes blood vessels. Especially amazing idea that it's a vapor. I love that. It's a vapor that actually has hormonal properties. Got to really, in order to understand the importance of nitric oxide, we got to understand just a little bit about hormones and what hormones are. We're very glib when we talk about hormones. A lot of people say, well, it's just your hormones. Oh, my hormones are messed up. And in the skincare business, I've been in the skincare business for a long time, and there's probably no other word that gets thrown about with as glibly and with as little understanding as the word hormone. Oh, it's your hormones. Oh, my skin problems are caused by my hormones. Or in the case of the female reproductive system or menopause or menstrual cycle, oh, our hormones are off. It's my hormones. What the heck are hormones anyway? We say the word hormones all the time. What are really our hormones? You know, whenever we say all disease is cell disease, we're really talking in large part about the effects that hormones have on cells. When we say all disease is cell disease, we're talking about how these little tiny intelligences how they operate inside the body. Somehow, the fact that we are created out of 100 trillion little tiny parts, not really parts that are like widgets, but parts that are conscious, intelligent little entities that are aware of and interacting with the environment in this coordinated and intelligent fashion. What does that really mean? How can these little entities communicate with each other and coordinate with each other so that we emerge out of all of these parts? Well, it means that these little entities, listen up now, because this is very, very important. These little entities have to be in constant communication with each other. They've got to talk to each other. These little conscious entities that we call cells, 100 trillion of them, it's not even possible to fathom what 100 trillion microscopic entities are like when they're coordinated with each other, but somehow they're communicating. They're talking to each other, and they're so coordinated, and they're communicating so effectively that they actually operate as one unit. 100 trillion parts, conscious individual entities, operate as one unit via their ability to communicate with each other, and this is where hormones come in. Hormones are the means that these little conscious entities called cells use to communicate with each other. Hormones can be thought of as messengers, as words, as language, as communication molecules, as emissaries, as ambassadors sent from one central command post to each individual cell, sent from a command post called a gland. At least one type of hormone comes from a command post called a gland, a thyroid gland or a pancreas gland or a thymus gland or an adrenal gland. All these various things called glands are like command posts that send out these ambassadors to every one of the cells. The thyroid gland sends out an ambassador or an emissary called thyroxine or thyroid hormone. It goes through the blood and it interacts or communicates with every single one of the 100 trillion cells in the body. That is a miracle. That is amazing. Thyroxine, thyroid hormone. This is just one example. Thyroxine, or thyroid hormone, T4, T3, whatever you want to call it. It comes out of the thyroid gland, it goes into the blood, and travels through the blood, and somehow interacts with 100 trillion different little citizens, conscious entities called cells. Insulin from the pancreas does the same thing. Adrenaline or cortisol or estrogen or testosterone from the adrenal glands or from the gonads, the testes and the ovaries does the same thing. Thymus hormone from the thymus gland that's located in the upper part of your chest does the same thing. All of these different glands secrete these little hormones. They travel throughout the blood and they communicate with each one of the 100 trillion cells. They start off in the gland, be it the thyroid, the ovaries, the adrenals, the pancreas. They travel through the blood like trucks on a red highway, on a crimson highway to various cells. And the glands themselves, which function like a manufacturing plant for these hormones, the glands themselves are told what to do from the headquarters, literally the headquarters, the brain that's located right in the head. So amazing, you guys. And these hormones that travel through the blood, they're just one type of hormone. There's other types as well. Hang on, I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network.
My Magic Mud is a tooth whitening powder that removes plaque and detoxifies your mouth. It's safe for your enamel, giving you a beautiful polish and a dentist-like clean after every use. My Magic Mud is also the perfect remedy for pain caused by sensitivity. It strengthens your teeth and gums for a strong, healthy smile. The ingredients are 100% natural and it's safe for children. Simply brush with My Magic Mud right before bedtime for a cleaning you can count on. Visit mymagicmud.com.
We've been patiently waiting while you tried to ignore us, waiting while you acted like we didn't exist, waiting for our chance to be taken seriously. The wait is over. GCN is available 24/7 at GCNlive.com. Navigate through news from your favorite hosts and download archives of past shows. Download the app on your smartphone or tablet or visit GCNlive.com for instant access and live streaming. GCNlive.com, the future of talk radio, now at your fingertips.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.
Whoa! This is big! By popular demand, the Freeze Dry Guy's giant factory authorized sale has been extended. Now through August, save 30 to 45% on number 10 cans of high quality Mountain House freeze dried foods from the Freeze Dry Guy. Now's the time to stock up on all factory fresh stock of the finest, best tasting, longest proven shelf life foods in the industry at giant savings of 30 to 45%. But hurry, supplies are limited, so this sale is only through the end of August. Call 866-404-3663. Free shipping to the lower 48 states. Click freezedryguide.com or call 866-404-3663. That's freezedryguide.com. Hurry! The giant factory authorized Mountain House sale with savings of 30 to 45% is extended through August from the Freeze Dry Guy, the finest freeze-dried and dehydrated foods available anywhere for long-term storage.
Americans, prepare for financial ruin. That is what one of the world's richest men, Donald Trump, said just a few weeks ago. What are you doing to prepare? The problems that caused the last financial crisis were never fixed. In fact, they're even worse now. The total amount of debt in the U.S. has grown by more than 57% since September 2008. The too big to fail banks are much larger, and the massive derivatives bubble is spiraling so far out of control that the only thing left to do is watch the spectacular crash landing that is inevitably coming. If you're a baby boomer with retirement funds, it's time you consider exiting the Wall Street casino and start a cash-flowing international business of your own. There may be ways to preserve your wealth, but history has shown that few things can grow your wealth like having your own business. The crash is coming. Take measures now to soften the landing. Go to babyboomerbackupplan.com or call 888-507-8789. That's babyboomerbackupplan.com.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
Great minds think alike. The network for the independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network. GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us. We'll get your calls here in just a second. If you're on hold, hang tight. We do have a couple lines open for you if you want to call us at 855-660-4261 if you have questions about health or nutrition or the longevity products, if you have questions about medications or you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you do that. 855-660-4261 is our number on the bright side. All right, so we're talking about hormones, super important little molecules. We're very glib about throwing the word around, hormones this and hormones that. Oh, it must be your hormones. Oh, my hormones are messed up. My skin is related. My problem skin is a hormone problem. My hormone issues with the menstrual cycle, with menopause and prostate issues. Everybody's always talking about hormones, but we don't really ever address what they are. So, in the interest of clarification, which is what we do here on the Bright Side, helping clear up the crazy world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation and how the body works, the oftentimes confusing world of health and nutrition, we got to talk a little bit about hormones, and we're going to be doing that for the next couple of days. All as it regards nitric oxide, which is in and of itself a hormone, although it's not like the other hormones in the body. When we talk about hormones, we're typically talking about the kind of hormones that travel through the blood from a gland, like the thyroid gland or the adrenal glands. They go through the blood, and they communicate with all the different cells in the body. But there's other hormones. It's not just hormones that travel from glands through the blood. The hormones that are made in the thyroid and the adrenal and the different glands in the body, the pancreas gland and the thymus gland, etc.,